Oh man, I gotta restart. Well, that guy's right above me. Let's take him out. Oh no, he's under. Thank you, sir. Damn. And that was a quick 0 to hero. Well, I heard shooting over here, but oh man, I have no idea if it was all the way down there or what. Whee. This is actually a pretty big lobby. Let's take that off your hands. Are you up or? What the fuck? Oh, okay. We know you're upstairs. Yep, keep throwing your grenades. We'll come get you. Don't worry. Please don't get shot in the back. Damn, we need pistol ammo. Bro needs to stop following me, man. Holy cow. Alright. Shots fired down low. There's this wacko here. Take him out. We come over here to the right. Clean up this kid. Yep. Perfect. My dogs are barking. Because why not? Here's a guy somewhere close. We'll take that. I'll also use this guy again. We don't have a lot of ammo. Somebody's running around somewhere. Left. There she blows. Here comes Johnny. Here comes Johnny. Alright, you obviously had nothing. I am not gonna go for your bag. Wait, you had pistol ammo, so I might want the ammo. There we go, and a grenade, thank you. Oh. We have another one? Yes. Here comes Johnny. I hate to see it. Yo, what's up, fool? Welcome back, welcome back. Damn dog's barking at a fucking squirrel. Yikes. That guy was juiced. It's alright. Yikes. The double yikes. Somebody's trying to leave. I hate figuring out. I'm not gonna be able to get him. Oh, it's up another level. I think. Trying to figure out where these things are is annoying. Alright, let's check out this guy. Hello. Damn. Alright, not bad, not bad. I think there's a couple people probably at the very bottom. The last few. Freaking tripping over myself climbing up the ladder. Hey, don't I have a scope? Yeah, there we go. Where are you? I feel so scummy doing this, dude. Like, I know most of these people are casual players. They're not like sweaty players. And I'm like just shitting on them for no reason. Funny thing is, nobody even knows my fucking name here. Bro, come on now. Don't try to snipe me. Oh, first 0 to hero run complete. Oh. I guarantee you that was his sniper that he shot me with. Mm-hmm. I'll probably take a zipline thruster. Just because we're doing good on meds. I mean, we're buying every single med we see from the shop. Whenever we get a chance. And even found items here, we buy them too. Alright, I think we can either wait 4 minutes or do this one again. Oh, I guess we're going in. Alright. One of these days I'll be playing side by side with the 2-time. Back to back. Blockbuster champion. I'll be putting them on my back. Alright, we need a backpack. God damn it, we have no room. Don't need to. There we go. I like how I panicked through a grenade there. I'd even be to pull that out. Alright, where are we? Down low? Okay. We can go right back to that kid. Wait, are we all on the opposite side? No, wait, I think we're right here, yeah. Watch out! Here comes Johnny. He didn't even loot my bag. What the fuck? Who does that? There you are, you little rat fuck. Maybe that's not you. I think you're above me. Go. Alright, we'll come back for you. You wait till I get squared away. I think he didn't loot me because I didn't have... It looked like I didn't have anything on me. Is there something you can... You fucking... fetus. I'm coming. Bro, what are you looking at? There's no way he's just looking up here. What are you, a founder? Terrible founder, dude. Had a mod kit for me too. Fuck it, we're gonna do it. Ah, damn it. He's not even there. Holy shit. The bag opening I heard? Oh, hell no. Oh, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. There's no way he's still following me. Oh my lord. I think those guys were a team. Alright, back to business. I'm gonna rat here. I know they're gonna come back down. At least I hope so. Let's be dirty little rats. If I had adrenaline, I'd push up. Oh, there's two. Oh, fuck it, I think they left. Well, they didn't. I think they're all the way up here. Where did they go? Oh shit. Is that a guy in the door? No. Gotta go down to the depths of the darkness to go find people. Alright, we're close, we're close. Watch this MLG strat. Oh yeah. Ouch. MLG shot coming in. Wait, what? Where the fuck did he go? There was no sound cue on him running away. What? I like it. No sound cue for where he's running to. Oh, love to see it. And then he fucking comes out of nowhere. I gotta go find this fucking rat. This is gonna ruin. I'm gonna do the same thing. I hope I catch him looting bags. Love to see it. No audio. Because even when he ran away the first time, I didn't even see him run on the bridge, even though I had line of sight of the bridge. Oh, that's funny. Fucking dog shit player. got somebody close by. Really close. This auto pistol's alright, but I don't really like it. Or the burst pistol. I don't want to have to sit there and click. Medium, we need that. Don't save that. Zero ammo for this thing. It's like a glorified M9. Or what's it called? Renetti? What the fuck? Ooh, dare shoots at me. It might have been an AI. Oh, pussy. I was gonna say, somebody just looted this place. Gotcha. See ya. Thought I didn't hear you over my bandages. Oh my god. These AI are fucking better than players half the time. Did that hit him? I think so. It's funny. Funny how stupid this game is half the time. Oh, I've never seen this climb up here. Where are you taking me? I only had 2 bandages for that kid, I believe, so he should only be like half HP at least. I don't know if there was 2 or not. Unless the Unless he just moved that quick out of the way and got down there. I'm about to climb back up here and shit in his mouth though. If the AI don't get him first. There are two, little fucking rat pussy bitch. God damn it, I knew there was two. Alright. I'll play it smart here. We're on a revenge conquest at this point. Let's go loot his body, he only had a pistol. Probably what they're saying right now. I gotta stay away from there right now. I get too tempted to go up there too soon. I need to get some loot. I don't know why they made this main extraction thing team-based. It should be free for all. Or at least have a different mode, you know, like every other game. Alright. Get rid of you. Throw you here, here. There, there, there. Oh wait, we already got you. You can't take that. I hear heavy movement. Yeah, you little rat fuck. Where's the loot? Bro, you don't even have a loot bag, really? Oh my god, it glitched out. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. What? Why do you... That shouldn't be a thing where you need a thruster just to get back up. Oh, Lord. That shit is scuffed. Or at least give everybody standard a thruster. Jesus. And then the fucking loot bags falling through the floor and you can't even get them. That's cringe. That was almost sounding like a 3-man too. Whoever had that shoddy. Alright. Get something here. Oh, we're in a game. Need to delete something real quick. Start. Oh, I guess you can't see the player list when you're driving. Oh, you could. Let go on the gas here. You can take this corner somewhat smooth. Oh, we overboosted. Whoops. Do not boost here or you'll screw yourself. Oh. Alright. That works, I guess. See ya. Huh. I almost have this section down to perfection. Oh. Let's go. That was perfect. Get me in here. We don't want a shotgun. Shotguns are literally useless in this game. Like I said, shotguns are literally useless in this game. Oh, it gives us a better spawn. I'll take it. Get up to the top. Blue. Ooh. We can make a good class. We can get a good gun. Sniper. You smelly bitch. Alright. We're doing this. Now, where did you go? Alright, we'll take it. You go there. I need this bag. Can we stop glitching? Is that you at the heal station? Oh, rat fuck. I think I'm gonna push him. Unless he literally ran all the way down here. We're catching him at the extract. Guarantee you that's what he's hiding for. Probably. Please, ladder, don't fuck with me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So you get... Oh, bitch. Somebody's close sniping. Let's bait him out. Thank God I took a double look. Question is, where's this? There he is. I think you're on your last life, buddy. Somebody managed to rat out. What happens when you don't pay attention? Damn, I had a shot. Sir, you're not making it out of here. The real question is, why run around when the players come to you? You're dead forever. See you later. You didn't have jack shit, broke motherfucker. I actually have a theory on winning pretty easily. Besides having to kill the last guy. Which, to my calculations, he's right there. Kobe! Oh, hell no, what are you doing? I'm glad they don't see me. Alright, my theory of winning is I don't even... Oh, shit. It involves not dying, obviously. Remember, guys, a vertical extraction shooter. Point is to be the highest on the map, right? And as of right now, you don't need to get on the final lift to win. So, I'm technically at the highest point. So, I could just stay right here. No risk, all the reward. While he gets eaten up by AI. Sorry, I was getting a message in the Discord here. Wait, is he leaving? Please tell me he's leaving. Or did he get scared and not... Did he actually get scared and not get on it? Where's he? What? He got scared. He got scared. Who's going to win? Unless he's on the crane, he isn't gonna beat me. And I think I'm higher than the crane. Unless there's a spot in there that I do not know about that is just completely higher. Which there shouldn't be. Or, oh, it doesn't go any higher. I think we have to do a face-off. Oh, shit. If nobody wins, then we both die and lose our shit, so I gotta go in here and fight him. Oh, I don't even care, dude. We both die. We both lose our stuff. I had no meds. I didn't... Why would you try to do that? Why wouldn't you leave? I mean, I don't care. It is what it is. If I had meds, then maybe I would have gone in earlier and fought him. But I don't got meds. Congratulations, you lost your loot. I'm pretty much juiced to the tippity top. I'm just doing this for fun. We got almost 6K in the wallet, and then in our savings account we got 18,000. So I mean, I don't really have to do much, you know. Hey, if I can't win, nobody's winning, all right? I don't want this piece of crap. Nice. Well, luckily I brought nothing in. We crashed. Oh. That's also another reason why I don't want to bring any insured stuff, because today has been a interesting day for crashing. I'll probably bring in a zipline thruster. We don't need to, actually. Because this map is easier to get around. Oh god, okay. Just reading some weird shit. Let's try not to die right off the rip with no weapon. Hey, obelisk. Open door. Yes, give me all the attachments. Gun. Gun. No. Bandage will take. Adrenaline will take. Alright, I guess we're building an Nope. Building an SMG. Whenever we find one. Nope. Perfect. It's hard to tell if it's above me or below. Ah, so yeah, run. Push me. He's under. Go. Give me ammo. Bro, you're... I'm coming. Weenie meat. Can't handle this, you weenie. I'll take all the goodies. Shit. I might be above. I don't know. You fucking rat. Yo, what's up, my gay? Watch this. Watch this. You guys watching? I don't think anybody's watching me, honestly, but who cares? Sapinya. Who was that? Haha. I hear everything. I'm about to die. Hell no. Yo, where are they? I need ammo. Quick. Do we have a good grip on here? No, we do not. Do we have a stock? Yes. Let's juice up. Juice up. Grab ammo, reload, and we'll go back up. Everybody wants to fight upstairs. We're coming. Bro stole my fucking kill, too. That's not fun. So laggy. For no reason. Pro tip, hide all the bags. Okay, I probably shouldn't put it there. Probably shouldn't put it there either. Put it in a wall like that. There we go. Here. No, not weenie meat. He caught me off guard, honestly. Ugh. Okay. Everybody died over there. So I'm heading back. You think you're gonna get all that loot? Bro literally spent the whole fucking like 5 minutes looting up just to come back and kill. Wait, were there just two random guys there? They weren't even a team? That is so triggering. I thought they were a part of a team. They're just sitting there jerking each other off. Alright, this is our last hoorah. You're not even the guy I'm supposed to be tracking, dude. God damn it. Bro, where did this kid go with all my loot? He's in here. Oh, he's... There is one guy. That's not him either. Is this all my loot? I think this was my loot. Let's stay juiced up on adrenaline. Just in case. Technically, my loot bag is laying on the floor over there. Yeah, this one was mine. But this guy stole my guns here. I think it was this guy. Yeah, we put the blue laser on here. Or maybe this was ours. No clue at this point. God damn it. Go here. We gotta make room. Get out of my inventory. Already have enough paints. I must have killed Weenie Meat. Because I didn't see him when I was killing people, so... Oh, hell. Run like your life depends on it, baby! No! I hate this game! Don't find my body, please. I knew there was a drop-off, but like... those ledges. There's just only a few ledges to land on. Damn it. I heard two noises and I was like, shit, oh fuck. There's no point of me staying right there getting killed. Alright. I might bring in a nasty weapon though. I'll bring in the auto pistol. Fully... No, I don't think we need a weapon mod. Fully decked out auto pistol. And some pistol ammo. And then everything else will loot up. So the funny thing is nobody usually grabs the auto pistol. Because it's so crap to them. Oh shit, we're already in. Somebody just charged a shotgun next to me. Oh, you like that call out, boys? He's above me? What? Oh, he's in here. Thank you for your contribution, sir. Much appreciated. I think we're good. We don't necessarily need AR. A little laggy. I was trying to aim in. It wasn't letting me for the first half of my mag. Alright, we need the adrenaline. Alright, we're gonna adrenaline up and head to that. I have no idea where it's gonna be though. We'll come back to that bag.
Thank you for using my fleet. Enjoy.
Enjoy! No, I will, Doc. Alright, how the heck are we gonna get our loot back? I'll probably just leave this here to bait somebody up here. Lag? I swear I heard somebody, unless that was just me double sounding. It was definitely not me. But it's like how... I don't understand how I'm hearing half these people. Well, I just killed your guy you were chasing, but now I'm coming for your ass. So you better run. That guy who was running away looks weird. His character did not look normal, unless he was like looking down the whole time. That could have been the case. I think that guy's... sounds like he's under me. Yeah, he just grabbed the bag too. What a bitch. God damn it, why is this game lagging? Fuck. Bro, what is going on? I did. I'm not meaning to fall down 2 stories, dude. I think that guy was chasing me. Yo, where's my life alert at? Man. God damn it, dude. Fucking ladders. I seen you. Oh my god, where do people go, dude? I see you. Fucking disappear. Somebody's looting. Yo, this guy, you're running around all crouched. Are you fucking cheating, dude, or what? And whatever you're doing, you're trash at it. Same guy's been running around crouched. Fucking dog shit. Look, say goodbye to your loot. I ain't finding that shit. And he's already coming back too. Little gremlin. Oh. Yes, I knew I heard it. Fuck, I'm bad. There we go. Fucking crouch gremlin. Well, I guess the last guy was over there in the corner. No idea where exactly, but we'll head in this direction to find him. Yo. Did the server just crash or what? Or did they just forget to remove that invisible barrier? What? Holy shit. I'm dead. Oh my god. Why are there? There's like so many little fucking holes that you just die in. And that was like my first death. And then the whole thing just ended. Oh my lord. That's what I hate too. It doesn't tell you, oh, you can't respawn. If it does say that, it's in the top right corner and it's super small words and you can't even fucking see it. I'm over here paying attention to running around killing people. Yeah, well, it got recovered. Whatever. I was pretty looted too, and then I just fall in a small asshole. That made no sense. Thing about these auto pistols is they're super cheap to tag. These are both my god pistols here. Except this one needs a new grip. Oh, are there any more meds to buy? Alright. The thing about this map is you don't get a break. It throws you right in. So if I want to look at a little video real quick, I'm screwed. Yeah, just keep pretending you're not there and I might just go away. hate to see it. Bro came and looted too. Get spawn killed, pussy. Bro's probably tilted. See, I don't even have my username as my actual name because I'm still trying to get that fixed with a support ticket, but I feel like if people started realizing who is killing them, they wouldn't be so happy. Flare. I'll take my death. I'll take it. It's milkweed again, this fucking loser. Oh my god. Yo, what the fuck is going on there? Yeah, you died, little pussy rat bitch. That's what you fucking get. Where'd you die to? Oh, bitch. Fucking dog shit player. There he uses your fucking rat ass body. Give my fucking loot back. We're both 1-1, well, at least as far as I know. So he should have 2 lives left, theoretically, unless somebody else killed him earlier before that. Because he was still running around with a pistol. I almost thought that was the weed. Little rat. It's better to hide loot in the walls than to let people come back and get it. Less loot in circulation, better for me. Because no matter what you're gonna do, people will come back for scraps. Yeah, on the other hand, I'll just kill you with my auto pistol that I respawn with. Give me the adrenaline rush. Ah. I'm hoping I can snag up a founder's key. I'm waiting for the prices to go. Waiting for the prices to drop. Or if I get a source of money real quick, then I can buy one. Even though I'd rather not spend over $400 for a key. That could potentially be over thousands of dollars later down the line. Obviously there's some that are already put up for $1,000, but those are the ones that are extremely exotic and rare. I like how Dr. Disrespect has 2 number 3s. It kinda doesn't make sense for like all 10,000 if there's 2 number 3s. Hello? That means technically there's 10,001. If that's how the numbers are going, or they just skipped 4. But I think he's the only one that has 2 numbers that are the same. I could be wrong though. Who leaves a level? Oh, damn! Who's leaving that shit lying around? I'll take it. There's only one guy left. Please don't be milkweed. Fucking loser. Throw his ass at the game. Okay, he left. Let's go. Oh, I could have checked by clicking caps to see who was left. I don't think about it until the end. I'll take this deck down SMG though. That was a comeback from killing ourselves in a 1v1 situation. Dude, these things are expensive, man. There we go. We got an influx of SMG ammo. And bandages. Toss these grenades in there. I think we brought in an extra armor set. You ain't got nothing on my fucking stash. My stash is kitted to the teeth. This is from all I killed dubs. We don't go in and fucking extract instantly. Still not. Can you move an attachment to a different gun? Yes. So in game, I'll use this as an example here. So let's say I have 3 attachments in my bag. Let's say we're in game, all right? Colorado. So I'm in game, right? Theoretically. I can put attachments on my gun, right? So let's say I have a red laser on my gun, right? And I want to put a green one. I put that and it switches, but I cannot take any attachments off unless I have other attachments in game. Like I can put this one on, but I can't take it off. But when I get to my stash, like I am right now, all you have to do is hold, if you look at the bottom left of my screen, it says shift and right click. I do not know what it is for console. But if you shift right click, or yeah, or no, left click, my bad, not right click. Shift left click, it brings it up and then you can take off your attachments individually just by pushing the X. But in game, you cannot do that. Yeah. Only in the stash you can take them off. But if you have attachments in game, you can switch them back and forth. They'll probably change that later, but I have no idea. Alright, let's modify this as much as we can. I'll probably tag this here. Oh, new map. New map. Let's actually take all of this off. We're technically still doing rags to riches. I'll bring in a blank sniper at least. A blank sniper with a couple stacks of ammo. That's my rags to riches here. Oh, raggedy beat up sniper, no attachments. We're coming out on top. Oh, there's an event going on in the Discord here.
We are entering a new era for Midnight Society, right? Like early in development, I talked about the stages of development that we would be going through. You know, year 1, from the moment we launched.
All right, I'm gonna have this in the background.
All the way through probably second snapshot or so.
Probably gonna distract me.
We were in the foundations, right? That was all about laying the foundational elements of the game, getting the first weapon system in, getting the first weapons, getting the first environment, PvP multiplayer, matchmaking, voice comms, UGC now, right? I think UGC represents one of those final foundational systems, because now that it's in, we can continue to expand. Getting all that stuff in, and then we had the expansion period, which was expanding on those systems and elements, right? Like more weapons, so that we had environments, PvP multiplayer. those first 2 phases, the hardest part of the stuff, right? Getting all of that in, getting it working, getting it into a place that we as a community can be testing in every single night like we have been. Like, that is the hardest part.
There's
Now
115 people listening on to this.
The funnest part of development, which is the refinement. Start spending a lot more directed energy and time on the stuff that's like really exciting for anybody. Like the art, the visual, the lore, the narrative, the super fine, granular balancing and details, the stuff that's going to make Deadrop have a unique personality from Apex or Tarkov, the thing that makes it. That is what we have to focus on.
I wouldn't
now.
compare this to Apex. That's kind of a bad example.
Right? Next year of time as a community, getting in there, working together, integrating all the voting feedback stuff. Like, how are we going to, like, the best way to sort of incorporate the feedback from the community to make sure that we are making the game that we all want to play for the next decade, right? The features we want to focus on, the features we care about, and most importantly, not forgetting the features we don't care about, right? So we don't spend time and resources developing something that nobody in our community actually wants. As we enter the refinement year, which is going to be, 2024 all the way to whatever our launch is. And that means games, before how the game looks didn't matter, right? Because we were gameplay, all about making the game work, feel good, get to a place that we can play test, and then start optimizing from. Now we're entering that really fun area where we can start, nerding out over characters and environments and the stuff that makes it look really sexy and feel really good. And what I
You better not add fucking ability characters. I don't know. That shit is annoying.
Flesh it out to a point that it's immersive to be in that universe, to be in the Deadrop universe. Start introducing the characters and the story and the people behind the refiner state. We all understand why the refiner state was built, right? To clear those toxins in the air back during the climate wars, but since then it has been taken over by nefarious forces. And so getting into that narrative and the things that make the universe unique and exciting to be fighting in, that's the stuff we're shifting to now. So that's my ramble. That said, hopefully that inspired or encouraged some new questions in the AMA. Otherwise, I'm going to start from the top. Start going down. All right, Gump says, will I be able to traverse from Sector 1 all the way up to Sector 7 in the final version? That's the plan. Sector to sector gameplay has always been the plan. It's still the plan. The only thing that would change that plan is technical hurdles, right? Once we start adding that sector to sector gameplay, as long as Unreal Engine can handle it and those new distances and we can make that sort of transition between sectors feel as good as possible, then that is what we are pushing for. But again, that's going to come from playtesting. We are probably going to get the next 2 sectors in, get those connected to Sector 3, so we're getting that true verticality between 3 sectors connected to each other, and then we just have to be playtesting a lot as a community and figure out does this feel good? Does this feel nice? Does it feel seamless and consistent? Are we able to technically pull that off? Luckily, Unreal Engine has a lot of really great features with their streaming tech and their big stuff.
What the fuck is going on? Why? Holy shit.
But all of that tech is really you think this wouldn't matter as much as it does, but a lot of that tech has always been focused on what has been achieved to date, which is very horizontal worlds. Right?
I was hanging on for dear life.
Horizontal worlds and RPGs and battle royales, but this is a little bit different with the verticality and a little different tech required. But overall, I'm not too worried. But from a design decision, that is still the plan to have that seamless sector-to-sector gameplay that you're asking about. Is the Midnight Ride going to be the way you traverse to every sector, or will there be other unique ways? That's a great question. And so right now, the ride to the tower into the refiner state is the current plan for how you insert. Now, that track that you take
His
is
ass.
currently we're talking about customizing that per sector. So right now what you're experiencing is you're experiencing the midnight ride to Sector 3 cold storage. Right? So there might be multiple, if like think of it as like Sector 1, 2, and 3 are close to each other. Maybe they all start the same and then they branch off and those rides become very different, very thematic to the sector that you're going to, right? Like the ride to the lobby might be very different from the ride to the highest sector. We are also looking at incorporating different types of vehicles. So you will notice very deliberately about legendary vehicle skins.
That's the boy that was following in.
The term vehicle and not car, and that was a forward-thinking, very deliberate decision of like, just because your vehicle right now is a car and you're building a car doesn't mean it needs to always be a car, right? We could look at other types of transportation also, and that might make more sense if you're going to a higher sector. It might make, you might want more capabilities in your speed and agility driving to the tower if you're in like a smaller vehicle of some sort. So be thinking about that. Put that in the back of your head that we are not limited to just big cars. Right now we are. Right now it is a car-based system. But as we look towards the future of other ways to get to the tower and all of that, by all means, let's get creative. Because I think your vehicle is already seeing you guys. Like the vehicle is already so core to the identity of the player. And as we expand out different ways to customize that, not just through skins, but also through, building it from scratch and finding pieces in the world. Like I think we can have a lot of fun with the different types of vehicles that we can build. But right now, the race to the tower is how you get to Sector 3. That does not mean that's how you will get to every sector, but some sort of race to the tower will be, right? There will always be a midnight ride. Really, the details of what you're riding and how you get there might change. All right, 3. If I purchase a skin from Crates Marketplace, will I lose that skin in the game if I am killed and a person takes my weapon? So, that's a really important question, and it's something that we are debating. So I'll tell you how it's currently thought about, so that we can have like conversations.
Your dog shit.
How we want it to work.
Get ratted.
So right now the plan is that there are what we call high risk, high reward game modes. One of those being our vertical extraction shooter, right? So the core vertical extraction shooter mode that we are developing, that is a high risk. So the general thinking is if you want to risk your also have the chance to
You fucking pussy. God damn it. Ah. Why do people play this game if they're just gonna leave in 2 minutes?
Weapons, things like that you can find in your backpack. There are other cosmetics that cannot be lost, right? There's certain body things that you wear on your character or ways that you customize your character that you cannot lose because it can't be looted off your body after the fact. So there are 2 different types of skins that you can have. But the ideal is if you want to play that high risk, high reward mode, you're playing it because you are very confident in your abilities and you want to play it in a chance to kill somebody who you can better and then steal their stuff. That is the fun of that mode, right? But we also recognize that there are going to be people who just don't want to do that. They're just like what we call collectors who just want to collect really cool stuff to look cool and use that in low risk modes. And those modes will also be available, right? Right now, those modes are everything that lives in the DCM world. So all DCMs are low risk modes where you go in, you have fun, you can use your legendaries, you can show off. Now, what we've talked about is we've also talked about limiting. So, for example, an idea that has been thrown around, and by all means, let us know how you feel about this, is like having it where you can still go in and risk your legendaries in, or any of your cosmetics in that high risk mode and lose it to other players. They gain it, but you don't lose the ability to show it off in the non-risk modes, right? So in that example that we've talked about, you could get it like buy buy a really cool legendary skin or something.
Holy lag.
Legendary skins.
Almost screwed both of us over at the same time.
And you take that in and you lose, and then somebody else earns it because they stole it off your body. But you still have the ability, because you originally owned it, you still have the ability to showcase it in your player hideout that you did have it at one point, right? Or still use it in some GCM modes that support it. And so you still have the benefit of being able to show it off in some. You just can't show it off in the high risk, high reward mode anymore. But that might take the fun out, right? And so like where we are at right now is the thinking of like, hey, if I want to risk it, I go into vertical extraction shooter mode. And if I'm just playing for fun and I don't care about that stuff, then you play any of those. That's the type of nuance that I'm talking about. We need to figure out as a community of what we like and what we don't like, and what we want to be at risk and what we don't want to be at risk. Those are the hard conversations that we are going to be having now as we get into the refinement of that core vertical extraction experience. I know what we know for a fact is that we love the concept of high risk. Like, we love making a game that has the option to have high risk, high reward. And now what we just need to figure out is, if that statement is true, what is the details of it?
Yo, is it me versus fucking
We have no
bots?
ideals.
God damn.
But the whole reason we're developing this game publicly and transparently is so that we can test those ideals now in a safe environment where nothing's at risk, and play test it together as a community and figure out like where before we get to it. Once it's in launch and it's in the open market and like everything's happening, like, you know, we're kind of committed at that point. Okay, I hope that answers your question of where we're at and where we could go. And to be clear, that decision is going to be made collectively as a community, right? Because we need to figure out what we like. Number 4, when we see the first piece of progression in Deadrop, and how big is it planned to be? Correct me if I'm wrong, but by progression, do you mean like an XP progression system, a battle pass system, or progression system tied to a weapon or character? Ask a clarifying question if that is incorrect. But if that's correct, that will probably come in what we're calling the Series 0 Battle Pass. Series 0 Battle Pass would be the first season of Deadrop, which everybody who has a Founder Access Pass and who bought a Tower Key Pass already has that, right? So when that season starts, everybody will already have that Battle Pass, and it will be like, currently, we're still designing it, but currently it's around 100 tier battle pass that each has unlocked. So that is how you would earn things as you play, right? So you play, you get XP, that XP goes to your tiers, and tiers unlock stuff for you.
Alright, I need to check
Game. So
on
that's
this.
currently planned for progression. There's also some more granular weapon progression systems that we've talked about, but that stuff's early days. Out like the best way that we want to do, like where we want to focus our energy in terms of progression systems.
Oh no, Riddix, you're out of here. See ya.
Battle Pass would.
You ain't coming back.
That is now that we're entering
Should've learned your
this
lesson.
new era of development and refinement. We're going to be doing a lot of planning sessions for like what the roadmap looks like between now and launch. And the feedback that we got from the last 2 AMAs that we did a couple weeks ago was you guys have an interest in us sharing a lot of that planning more publicly. So I'm also going to try to incorporate that of like whenever possible, like, hey, let's have these planning meetings. Let's talk about, hey, here are the things that we have identified based on community feedback are important that we want to focus on, and then share those roadmaps.
I need to... These...
so that we can all
Oh god,
look at it as a community, get feedback
that was
on it,
bad.
and refine it as we sort of put the next year of development into the planning book.
I'll let us listen into this conversation for a little while.
Taco says, oh, that's a good segue into Taco's question. Is there a public roadmap plan for the future of UGC new tools? So we have a very, very, very high level roadmap on midnightsociety.com/creative right now that sort of look at the high level beats of it. As we get through this planning session that I just referred to, that will get more granular and we'll start fleshing those public available roadmaps more that show you where we're looking at. But that's the general thinking, which is, hey, we have the first stage of DCMs in. There's several features that are going to be added to DCM very soon. One of those being the ability for you to upload your custom Lua scripts. The custom Lua scripts is how the current featured DCM modes were created, right? Those were created by using custom Lua scripts to augment certain details of the game, rule sets of the game, features of the game to create those unique modes. That is a feature that's going to be available to everybody. It was supposed to be in Snapshot 7, but unfortunately the amount of UI work and back required to make sure that that is safe to do for the public. The idea was that shortly after Snapshot 7, which is the time period we're at now, so my hope is, you know, in a patch or much before the next release, that we'll be able to get in those custom scripting options. So that you can customize your stuff. So that is what's next, is the expanding of DCM through the Lua scripting and letting you upload your custom scripts. And then after that is the creator tool. The creator tool is our name for that custom Unreal editor that will allow you to import, like, that's what OMA is going to use to get all of the skins he's been working on into the game, right? That is what Joker's going to use to create the custom map for his game mode and then ship that so he doesn't have to use the maps that Brad made. Not to say, you know, Brad's maps are fantastic, but when you're ready to make your own custom map from scratch for your custom mode, you would use that creator tool to build it all out and make sure it all works before publishing it into the ecosystem. That all happens in the creator tool. That is the next priority for us on the UGC side, is to get that tool finished and out. That is also the tool you use to alter and validate any custom model or stuff that you're, right? Anything that would require to work with the animation system, you would have to figure out a way to validate it with that tool. So if you want to go in and, you know, you want to make sure that that cool weapon that you made works with all of Henry's animations, that is the tool that you would validate with it. So that would be next. And then with that comes like things like the marketplace, so that all those creations that you have, like if OMA wants to sell those skins, then he has the ability to do it, right? That's all one integrated system. So the plan is to continue to flesh out that roadmap, that public roadmap, so that we can all give opinions on it and understand where it's going. Okay. Shot says hideout and shooting range in the near future. Also, is the sector gameplay still in the plan? So we answered that the sector. Yes, sector gameplay is still in the plan. Hideout and shooting range would be in the next big update. I do not know when that will be yet. So as we talked about, the player hideout has been going through a big revision to make sure it includes all the new stuff with the vehicle, the vendor, the ability for you guys to hang out there and plan your run before matchmaking. Like, that is your physical space to socialize with your friends, plan your next run, decide what you're playing, customize your loadout, use the firing range. It's a big part of the game. It's also where you will drive out of, like you already do in the Midnight Ride. So all
we'll
of
put
that
team on,
out.
see what happens.
It'll probably be in the next big content drop. I just don't know when that will be. But the planning of it has been going on for like 2 snapshots now. So it's been being reworked for a while. Or at least the rework has been planned. Immortal says, will you guys have a spot on the website for consoles and a roadmap there as players? Yeah, so yes, as soon as we have that roadmap from the platform. So as soon as we are able to articulate it to you publicly, we look at our sort of internal roadmap. Currently, the consoles are like the major feature right now, because
what the fuck?
Those console features get us through certification so that it is playable.
That guy spun out too randomly.
Xbox Series X and S and PS5 is the #1 thing that I'm doing right now, and like, we are shaking every tree, pulling every favor we can to expedite expedite that process as much as we're able to. But unfortunately, there's some things that you just cannot expedite, right? There's some safety protocols and some certification requirements that it doesn't matter who I am or what sway I have. Like, I'm not getting a pass from Mr. Microsoft and Mrs. PlayStation. Like, they're just gonna hold us to it. But we are working through that. As soon as we get a report back from certification after those submissions that tell us here's everything that we have to do to do the launch, I will happily share it so that you guys see exactly what we see and you see how much work needs to be done for that release. And that is the major priority for us right now. That is our next. We just released the game access pass that allows anybody who wants to play test. Right, that's out right now. Our community is expanding. Our next big expansion is going to be all the console players. So it is, and as soon as I have all the dates and roadmaps and specific tasks, Mayor Reynolds says, obviously you can't share specifics at this time, but perhaps the delivery methods for stories and Deadrop systems. Can you clarify what you mean by story? Are we talking about lore? Because if we're talking about lore, then like, yes, now is the time that and that's gonna, how we incorporate lore is, we have always said that we are not a narrative game. And what that means is, like, we are not a single player game where we stop the gameplay to tell you a story or introduce you to characters or things like that. But that does not mean and like there are going to be a number of ways. I imagine that creative mode and experiences, and then we will find ways to bring that into the core experience through the theming of the seasons, right? The theming of the seasonal content, the changes to the map, the introduction of new sectors. That's really what's going to push the lore and the narrative and the story of the Deadrop universe and the characters that are created into like the look and feel and cosmetics and gameplay of all of that stuff. So that, like, we are building this tower very Lego block like, in the sense of like, yeah, there are 7 sectors, but once we are like year 1, year 2, year 3, we have the freedom to swap out those sectors, retheme them, introduce new elements to it, which we will be doing through the seasonal updates and content to develop the game. But that's very forward-looking, and like, it's exciting though, because we like I said, we are entering that era now of designing and planning that stuff. And so it's exciting as we get like a little bit away from the foundational, super technical building blocks of the game and start getting into expanding on those building blocks while also sort of adding that flavor and personality to it. Hopefully that answered your question. If not, feel free to ask another one. Spicy Demon says, congrats on Snapshot 7. Thank you. I've been having a blast. Great. Love to hear it. Wish I could have been in Vegas. Me too. What are you guys most excited about that you are working on next? I just talked about it. It's this entrance into what I consider the really fun stuff, which is like getting into the visuals and the narrative and the lore and the granular, nitty, second-by-second gameplay details of the vertical extraction shooter. That's what we're focusing on now, and that's what I think is really exciting. Also, getting that creator tool out there so that you guys can start creating that stuff alongside us for your DCMs, like, that is going to be really substantial as well. But that's more about being excited about what you guys are going to be creating with it, not so much about the tools.
What am I looking for?
Sentry says, Snapshot 7 is a blast. Thanks for your hollow work. Oh, thank you. Tim Hader says, will you be able to add AI generic traffic in the future? Regular cars, enemy combatants for the custom game modes. Putting this out there again, if we have a sim driving wheel. That's interesting. It's definitely possible. Like, we always have the saying that anything is possible, just not everything. That's definitely possible. And if there's a lot of excitement around, like, if there's a lot of people wanting to utilize their vehicle, the vehicle system in DCMs and in custom modes, like, that's definitely something we could support. right now, a lot of our systems are focused on that first person shooter gameplay sort of stuff. But I think that's a cool idea. There are definitely a lot of really good, like Unreal Engine has a lot of really good support for that type of stuff. So getting it in there is definitely something that could be on the roadmap. If we thought that was content creators were like, hey, that would be a valuable feature to prioritize. That would be UGC. Then yes. Now you just gotta the best way. OMA Monster says, I have to ask, what do you mean? We're entering a new era of the studio. Oh, I think I talked about it. Joker. Were you guys on the map editing and Lua scripting game? Can we expect that in the snapshot? So the Lua scripting, so the game fully supports Lua scripting now. Lua scripting is what everybody has used for custom modes. That's how we've been able to do it. Exposing that to the public will be in the next update, hopefully a patch, not a snapshot, not that far away. Like I said, it was already finished for snapshot 7, so all the support is in the game for it and the ability to do the custom scripting. The only thing that is not currently available is your ability to upload those custom scripts, which is really more about making sure the UX is clear and easy to understand, and the security on the back end is set, which is what we're doing now. So that will be soon. The map editing and stuff, that's a much bigger ask. Having a visual map editor is a heavy lift, which is something that would probably come in line with the content tool that we talked about, but there's no date on that. Buff Gamer says, was missing Proving Ground 3 will be added to the loop anytime soon, and also, can you guys please have the next event in London, or in Norway, or you're in Norway? Oh man, having one, like, I would love to have one in Stockholm. That's where I would want to have one. Yeah, so currently Proving Ground 3 is only available in the UGC modes. So it is, you can play the Proving Ground 3 in the DCMs. You can use it for your DCM. And it probably won't. So if you want to play test it, that's the place to play test. I don't know if we will add it to the core extraction shooter rotation. Probably not until it's developed into a full set. What we're trying to do is we're trying to create a divide where Proving Grounds, which are...
You guys need to stop relying on the fucking heli to get out, dude. It's so sad and depressing to watch you guys.
They're at the point that they're ready for the extraction shooter mode, and they are full-fledged sectors. And what
I'm taking this bag now because I'm tired of people coming back grabbing their shit while I'm sitting up top.
All of the features of vertical extraction shooter, which means unique extraction points,
Bro,
the ability
juiced.
for cleaners to
Thank
control
you.
the area, connection between the existing sectors, and that is it. Oh, and a shutdown mechanic. So it needs a unique shutdown mechanic. All of those things need to exist for a Proving Ground to become a sector. And so in order for that to happen, we probably won't introduce Proving Ground 3 until we are ready to have that 3 sector to sector gameplay happen. Which would hopefully be the next big update. I just don't know when. Will there be a chance to purchase any event exclusive merch for those who are unable to attend? That's a great question. That is a, and I see them in here, that is a Lucy Becca Megumi question. I do not know what is left. I did not keep a good eye on the store when we were in Vegas. I do not know what is left, but I assume whatever is left, because I know there were a few event exclusive things like the track jacket, the racing jacket thing, and then a few of the other things. I don't know if any of those are left, and if so, if we will make them available. But they're in here. They just heard the question. I see Becca or somebody saying that somebody has an answer, so I'm sure. Post the answer. I don't know what the answer is. Okay. What is this? Will there be? Okay. Will there be driving to sectors other than Sector 3 in the future? Yes. So we answered that in the first question. Yes, there is a race to the tower for every sector. The ideal is that those races will be themed to the sector that you're trying to get to. So they might all start on the same track and branch off into separate tracks, or they might all just start unique depending on the sector that you're trying to. That's something we're going to figure out through gameplay and technical limitations. The idea is that you're racing something to the tower. We see in the variant guide, with the art we see in the variant guide, is that a hint to what we will see in the crate styles of CS2, where we buy keys for crates? I don't think the art that you're seeing in the variant guide is an indication of that. We are trying all different kinds of things, right? The general idea is if we decided to keep loot crates, if we all thought that that was like the mystery box thing was a really fun way of like unlocking cosmetics, then the ideal would be that there are different themed crates based on the cosmetics that are inside it. Also, we are looking at earnable crates, so that it's not like a monetization thing. It's something that you earn through playing or by completing challenges and stuff. And maybe that would have a system where like what you're earning is not the crate, but you're earning the keys to the crates that exist already or something like that. But yeah, we're looking at different things. There is no set process right now. Like we have not determined all that. We're still collecting all the information from you guys and the feedback on how the driver's key stuff went and how you guys like that, and then we will decide how we want to do stuff like that. We do know that like there's going to be a huge focus on earning collectibles and stuff that are coming. We just need to decide how we want to do that, how we want to have what are you earning, right? Are you earning keys to unlock that stuff? Are you earning the stuff directly and it's not in a container? We'll figure that out. Any chance for the AI for UGC? I'd love to create a wave-based zombies mode. Yes, there is. In fact, Dave Walker, I don't know if he's...
I think there's some shooting going on over there.
Walker, a lot of his work in Snapshot 7 was refactoring the entire player
system just AI
to make sure that the AI could be treated as a player, that the AI could be used in the DCM modes, in the UGC mode. Currently, how we're using the AI in the DCM modes is to allow the creator to test it. So if you want to test and you want to fill, you're trying to create a TDM mode and you want to fill it with bots so that you can get a feel for how it's playing and how the map's working, all of that, you can do that with the player bots in the game. The ideal is to continue to expand that, and all of that uses the same logic tree, built off the same logic tree as the cleaners are. The ideal is to continue to expand that AI system, make it more accessible, but the hard work has already been done to get that system working and playable in DCMs, and now we just need to, as I said, in the refinement stage, refine it, add new logic, make them smarter, make them more difficult, make them understand the different rule sets, because that's the biggest thing with AI, is making sure that they understand what they're supposed to do. Their decision-making tree is advanced enough and fleshed out enough that they can effectively play the game mode that you're creating. So something like a horde mode where the logic is very simple, where it's like, oh, hey, just be able to find the player, navigate to the player, and try to kill the player. That's a very simple decision tree, right? Where it gets harder is introducing them into the modes that have very nuanced rule sets, like capture the flag, where it's like, oh, hey, there is not just tasks that you're supposed to be doing, but strategy to completing those tasks of like, oh, should I grab the flag? Because you don't want a dummy AI holding the flag in a super non-defensible area when a more advanced AI could grab it and be more effective with it. So sort of expanding the AI system to make them full-fledged so that you can use them more effectively in the more advanced mode, definitely on the roadmap. But the general question to your answer is yes, AI is already in UGC. We're just going to continue to expand on it to make it actually more useful to you. Zod says, our update's going to be still every 3 months, or are we going back to 6 weeks? Definitely not going back to 6 weeks. Probably expanding more. So right now, what we're talking about is, now that we're entering the refinement stage and we're going to be doing things that take a lot of work, a lot of efforts, like an entire visual overhaul of the sectors, arting it out, building big complex systems, those are big things that are going to take a lot of time. And so that is what I mean in a lot of ways, that we are entering this new era where we are making very big content drops, very, very big features that are going to be introduced into the game. But we probably won't wait until a huge snapshot release to introduce a lot of smaller things, right? And so that is the strategy that we are switching into, which is like, hey, if there are granular, small, low risk updates that we can continue to make through patches and hot fixes, then great, let's do that while we are building the big content drops, right? So that's what I would expect the cadence to shift to as we start moving into the new year, is like expecting more often smaller drops, right? Rebalancing, the introduction of new things that come from feedback and playtests, right? That are expansions and refinements of existing systems, and then the big drops, like the big completely re-artings and big feature drops, happen at the next major snapshot release. So what it is like a ripping of like quality of life and balancing and feedback incorporation, and then big floods of new stuff at a later date. You said that whichever snapshot we were on, there's a next one has. Yeah, so generally, so Sean, I'll say Sean's question so you have context to what I'm answering. He said, you said that whichever snapshot we are on, there's already progress being made on the next one. How does the feedback we provide influence the game moving forward as we are behind on what you're working on? No, because those big updates for features generally require like a lot of groundwork to be done, right? Where feedback isn't useful. It's sort of just stuff that we know we have to do. A prime example that I will give you is, if we know that we are moving into the era where need to be doing a lot of patches and hot fixes, the feedback that the community gives is what shapes what those patches and hot fixes are, right? What are the quality of life updates we're doing? What are the new gadgets we're introducing? What are the new changes to movement and weapons? What are the new weapons? That's the content and designs that your feedback influence and determine, right? It determines what is that weapon? What is that gadget? How does it work? How is it balanced? How is it found? Can it be lost? All that stuff, right? What your feedback is not determining, and the work that we can do before that point, is stuff like, oh, hey, if we know that we need to be updating the game a lot, then that means we need to make a patcher, right? Currently, we have an installer. You guys who have been with us for a while, you remember, like, before you just download an executable off the website. And then Alex built an installer to make that a smoother, easier process once we introduce anti-cheat, right? The next stage of that is making sure that we have a whole the word is escaping me right now, but we have an updater that allows you to not have to go back to the website and download a new thing every time we release a patch, right? It would just, like, you would open it on your computer, it'd be like update available, it would update everything for you, and you're good to go. We know that we need to build that in order to get to the point where we can do a lot of patches and hot fixes. So that's what I mean when I say, like, generally we're already working on the next snapshot, is we're building those ground level foundational elements in preparation for the stuff that we know we'd have to do on the feedback given to us by the community. Mr. Shrimp says, why are only legendary skins going to be transferable? I think that all skins should be tradable, sent to friends, and sold on the marketplace. That's great feedback. That's great. Right now, the plan is like the general ideal is you don't want a marketplace or a trading post or whatever you want to call it to be flooded with low value items, right? Like, just because, like, you might have a desire to be like, oh, I want to get whatever. So the general thinking is that the in-game vendor, the vendors, of which there will be many eventually, right now there's only one, but the vendor is where you trade your low values, right? Like, oh, I have a bunch of commons, or I have a bunch of, like, these pistols that nobody wants. Great, sell those to the vendor, get dust, use that dust to, accumulate enough dust to buy something compelling. The high value stuff, the legendaries, and generally like the really high value stuff are legendaries. That's the stuff that's worth listing on a marketplace and seeing what, everybody besides the vendor will pay for it. So that's the general thinking of why only legendary skins would be transferable. Technically, they're all like, you can get rid of all of them in some way, right? It's just a matter of like the nuance between what is going on a marketplace versus what is just being sold to a vendor that's already in game. I hope that answers the question. But if it turns out that there are other rarities of things or other specific items that become like, more interesting, then, we can revisit that. Midnight Vanisher says, how many snapshot in total do you think we'll have as a guess? Well, especially now having UGC and DCM modes created, do you guys find yourself still making more UGC modes for creators in the future? 3 months is great, but I would like more frequent updates time to time, even the smallest message. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of what we are. That is a lot of what we are talking about now, right? Doing a lot more frequent, smaller updates that are not snapshots, and then the snapshots are like the big releases. So that is the era that we're really seeing now. Yes, we are going to continue to expand on DCM's UGC, especially as that content tool comes online. That really diversifies the amount of stuff that's trying to be published into the world. But the idea is we're going to continue to develop every gameplay module that we develop, right? And every time we introduce a new feature into our game, the idea is to give that module over to the UGC community so that they can also use that the same way we use it in their DCM mode. So as we continue to expand the game, every feature we add to the game is a feature we are adding to DCM. So think of it that way. So if we expand the AI systems in our game, the AI systems in DCM is going to expand. If we expand and introduce new vehicles in our game, then those vehicles will be added to DCM. And eventually, once the content creator tool is out there, the creator tool, I should say, then the community and just anybody can be creating new stuff that's introduced into DCM that have nothing to do with Deadrop. That's when it gets really exciting. When somebody's like, hey, similar to how people create stuff for the Unreal Marketplace. It's like, hey, I made this really cool thing. I don't know what you want to do with it, but here it is, right? And that shows up in the creator marketplace, and they can start using that for their DCMs. Will the cleaners provide more rewarding loot, i.e., ammo, bandages? They hit hard, and running into 3 of them can easily melt you. If you manage to spend a good portion of your ammo killing all 3, you should get a basic weapon. Yeah, I mean, that is fantastic feedback and the exact sort of feedback that we need to hear. The balancing of the cleaners is an ever expanding thing. Also, it's like as the loot pool increases and is diversified, how that loot is gathered is going to change, right? Because when we start introducing other sectors that have other types of cleaners, they might have different types of loadouts or carry different types of gear. So there's a lot of different ways that the cleaners will continue to evolve and rebalance. But yeah, I think that's great feedback. Yeah, they didn't get a ton of iterations this one because a lot of the work, the AI work, this snapshot was focused on refactoring all the AI code to be used in UGC. But in the future, yes, they're going to continue to be refined and change, and the loot they have and don't have, and what you get for killing them, and the difficulty of killing them. That is all in flux and is continuing to be iterated on based on feedback. OMA Monster says, do you feel in any way that making the official Deadrop experience vertical extraction shooter a high-risk mode where people can, in theory, lose their cosmetics that they have paid for will limit the potential player base due to the risk? Sorry if I'm over-explaining it. No, you're not struggling to explain it. I get it. Exactly. No, I think, so there has always been a plan to have high-risk, high-reward game modes and not, right? Every other mode. So the mass majority of modes in the game, and there might even be a vertical extraction shooter light that has no risk, right? But the core VES mode has always been designed to be a very hardcore experience. But I also recognize that that experience is not going to be for everybody. And so that is why I want to make sure that we have, that's why DCMs were a priority. That's why having these other non-risk modes was a priority. It's because we know that there is a place for that, and there's a huge demand and audience for those just fun casual modes that do not have the super high risk, high reward. And so the goal becomes to like, how can you make that VES mode worth the challenge and the risk and the fun? And then also not have it be like a total loss story. Like I talked about, there's a lot of features we're looking at to like make it more accessible, where it doesn't feel like a total loss if you lost this thing that you really cared about and whatever. So there's a lot of different ways to approach that, to crack that nut. And I think the final answer is going to be somewhere around that balance of like, oh, hey, I feel like I love that I can still show off this legendary that I had and like have it in my player hideout and use it in certain casual modes. But if I want to compete with it in the VES, then like I know like I have to be winning with it. So I think there's a balance there between like feel good and show off, but also still able to risk, that we just need to find, and we're gonna inch our way to it, right? We're gonna try a bunch of different stuff in this early phase together, and then see what feels good, and then there will be a point where we try something and like we all play it and we're like, that did not feel good, and then we'll be like, all right, we've crossed the line, let's pull back and like find that nice balance. Because I think it's going to be exciting once we are launched to like see Doc competing with something that we all know is like super rare, hard to get, and then one of you guys kills them and takes it, and then it's yours, and then there's like fame attached to that, right? It's baked into the metadata. You will always be able to see you earned it on this date from Doc in this tournament, and I think that's going to be really exciting. And I want to like whatever we do, I don't want to lose that aspect because we've tried to dilute it too much, right? Like there's a balance there that we can have both. We just need to work our way there. All right. I think we have maybe 10 more minutes. When did we start this? 10? I'll try to get through as many as possible. Maybe I'll cut down on my long-winded answers. Are there going to be more parameters? This is Scrappy's question. Are there going to be more parameters that can be adjusted for custom games? Yeah, I mean, DCMs are always going to be expanding. And so, we try to get as much as we could get in there for Snapshot 7, but that's going to be a forever expanding thing. We're going to continue to iterate on it. We're going to be introducing new gameplay modules. We're going to be introducing the ability to create stuff from even more scratch. Right now, DCM is you are building off of what we have already built. That will not always be the case, right? Everything we built, you will have exposed to you, but eventually you'll just be able to create everything from scratch. A weapon from scratch, a level from scratch, a character from scratch. Create all of that external stuff in the wherever you want, right? Blender, Photoshop for textures, everything else. Put them all into the creator tool to put them together, make sure they look good in engine and are authenticated, meaning like they work, and then submit them to publishing. Once they get published into the ecosystem, then you would be able to use them however you want in your DCM. So that is that's the end of that line. But right now, you're limited by just customizing what we have built. That's step one of many, many steps. So yes, the short answer to your question is yes, the parameters that you can adjust in custom games will significantly expand over time. For TDM on launch, how will this play out for loadout? Sorry if someone drop it in play. So in the DCMs, the creator is going to have control over can you use loadouts or can you not. But regardless of that, creative mode is separate from your
Yo, what's up,
inventory
Beast?
and the vertical extraction.
The game is Deadrop. It's
two things are not
Midnight
tied. So you can't
Society
produce, like,
mixed
DCM
with
and loot a bunch of stuff and then take that into the DCM mode. That is not
this is
what
basically a
DCM is.
Dr. Disrespect game that he's making.
So generally they decide like the
I'm
DCM
listening on to
creators
this
deciding,
this
like,
Q&A
what
right
loadout
now.
do
This
I
is
want
the
looting available
head
from that,
developer.
or do I want to give them a specific
Talking about the
loadout? Do I
game,
wanna
it's in
control what they
snapshot
spawn
7 right
with? Do
now.
I want to control what they can
So
and
it's
cannot find?
pre-alpha or
That's all
whatever
in the hands of the
still.
creator of the
So
game.
it's a pretty fun game. You should look into it.
Les, are you going to answer missed questions in the previous AMA? Probably not, because to be honest with you, I don't know what I did and did not answer in previous AMAs.
The next speed run is going to be when they add that new transporter perk deck, which may be a while. Because there's really no point of me doing another speed run right now, because once that transporter perk comes out, all the speed runs are being broken no matter what. So
attached to the AR.
just keep an eye out for that beast.
A lot of what we've been talking about how to handle loss and legendary weapons and skins will impact that system. So if we decide like, oh, hey, I want you to be able to apply this legendary skin to a number of things, then that will impact how the system works. We are figuring that out together as a community. And that's some of the bigger
some runs take
UX
an hour or so. It depends. Like now that I'm more like figuring out most of the I spend probably like 30 minutes or so like looking at the map, and then like I visualize what I'm gonna do, and then I just go do it.
How do you see voting rights impacting Deadrop's future?
Now that I have
we are entering the era now where the voting stuff is going to have
that I've kind of perfected all the runs necessarily. I mean, I don't have all the records, but
on the features,
I've basically set all the standards for the map. So once that new transporter perk comes out, it will it'll be a game changer for sure. And some strats will slightly change, but not everything.
The UGC stuff, like, that's going to take the resources. If you want us to dive deep on our core vertical extraction mode, then that's going to take the resources. And really there's like a split balance between those, right? It's not going to be 50-50, but like all of that will be decided by the voting rights. And then also like a lot of the UGC stuff of like what's being published into the ecosystem that can be used and is getting featured. That's going to be impacted by that stuff as well. True Sweat says, what will console players get if we miss out on season 0? Well, the goal is for you not to miss out on season 0. The goal is for all of our players, whether they're on console or PC, to be in season 0. But if not, we can easily, that's something easily solvable to make sure that our console players, especially, because what matters is when did you have access, not when can you play, right? So something like the Deep Freeze collection, right? That was awarded to everybody who had a Founder's Pass or a Tower Key at that time. It didn't matter what you were actually playing on. So a lot of our stuff is account based like that. So in theory, you shouldn't miss out on anything. And the goal is to have it playable on consoles before any of that play progression, like earning things through playing and progression, is in the game. All right, I'm gonna scroll through here since we have just a couple more minutes.
Bro's gonna skip my question. Come on now.
See if there's any big ones. Are you?
Pretty straightforward, dude.
Diesel Prime says, "Are you gonna have insured gear weapons?" Yeah, I mean, you can already tag your weapon now.
Yeah, answer a question that's dumb. Come on.
Tag a weapon that makes it easier for you to get it back if it's not looted by a player. That system's going to continue to expand. Your boy Mr. J says, any thoughts on adding some form of boss mini event at specific times or in an area like cleaners they drop in like legendary loot? Yes, there have been a lot of thoughts about that. There have been a lot of designs put together around mid-match or sector-specific events that could occur. So any ideas you have on that, feel free to post them, talk about them. But yes, we have been looking at event systems like that.
I'm trying to see when the next
question
tournament
or topic been brought up for new player protection in the future, says Riddix. I'm not sure what you mean by new player protection, but generally in the future, matchmaking is going to be based a lot on like loadout of like what you're
I
bringing
think
in.
the
So
issue is
goal
everybody wants
generally
this to
that
be
you
a
are playing
casual
with
of
people who have a similar
game.
loadout with you. It has nothing to do with
And
their
if Dr.
skill,
Disrespect is
right?
backing
It's like
that,
if you
it's
both
not going to be
load in
100% a
nothing, you both load in
casual
pistol, and you
game.
suck, and they don't, they're going to
Oh
win.
my lord.
But the general idea is like that is what we've been sort of thinking about is like, oh hey, if you're going in naked, you're matchmaking with other people who are naked or have like, you know, light loadouts. If you're going in fully kitted, then you're matchmaking with more people who are fully kitted, right? Any plans for a competitive mode or ranked mode? Those are two separate things, right? When I think of competitive mode, I'm thinking of the esports mode. That will probably be an official DCM that is tailored specifically for creative mode. That will be supported by the esports orgs. But separately, there has been talked about a ranked mode, but we don't have any details on it, right? Like the general thinking is like we do want some sort of ranked experience that is super sweaty, that you can play in. That's all about sort of like increasing your rank and trying to be one of the top players. So yes, there is plans for it, but the design of it is still way too early. Les says, how customizable will the hideout be? Paintings, posters, trophies, playable music, weapon stands. Yes, 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 yes. Right. So the player hideout we want to be super like personalizable, right? We want you to be able to display all the really cool stuff that you have in the stash. So if you have some really cool legendary armor and stuff that you want to put up there, great. If you have trophies that you've earned in game, right? So like a lot of the progression stuff is like, or challenging quest stuff is like, oh, I did this thing that was like super hard to do and I got this visual collectible for it. That can be displayed in your hideout. And those things cannot be bought, they cannot be traded, they're tied to your account, and they're meant just to show off achievements and accomplishments that you've done in game. We also have talked about having a concept of a team hideout. So if you wanted to form a group, however you want to call that, but you have a group of people that you play with and you have a shared hideout that you all customize and you
I
all
don't have
sort of
much
can
longer,
invest
so
in
hopefully he hurries
for
up
that purpose of
because I'm gonna have to
customizing.
end the
It's also
stream here
you go
soon.
with that specific group of people. So the general idea is that there is a team hideout and there is a personal hideout, both of which can be customized separately. Will Doc get his own skin in the game? A real Doc skin? I don't know, man.
Oh shit, my question's coming up.
Parkour, climbing, melee combat, takedowns, ledge hanging, ledge takedowns.
Or did he
There's
skip
a lot
it?
of stuff in there.
Shit.
Swords. Yeah, some of that stuff is already in the game. Melee combat was added in Snapshot 7. I don't know if you've played Infection, but that was one of the major things that we've added into the DCMs was the beginning of melee combat. Let me be clear. There is a lot of iterations that will be made to how melee works in this game. Will there be another tournament? There will always be another tournament, just so you know. One be a
Well,
midnight ride to other proving grounds. If you so, I think.
oh, I thought he was gonna be like, when?
Fire
I
says,
should have
"Will
been
there
like,
be
when's
more
the next
loot?
tournament
Will there
date?
be
Not,
loot
is there
rares?"
gonna be another tournament?
I could find
Shit.
an AR in the world, but it could be anything from a common to exotic. More loot, the higher set. Yeah, there will be substantially more loot. Like I said, we have been in the foundational years of this game, which meant like, oh, we just need to get the loot systems working and up and running, which we have done.
Is everybody
right?
celebrating to my question? I think everybody's glad I said that question, maybe.
Like, all right, we are happy with how the systems work, and we have all the backend infrastructure.
There's something about loot, I don't know.
Start expanding those and
People are
those
behind.
with like the wide diversity of loot that comes into the game, including how different rarities. And
more
stuff.
boar,
There's
bro.
a million ways to approach that problem.
More.
And we are.
That's how you spell more.
We're gonna try stuff.
That's like boar.
Play it as a community, and go from there. All right, that's it.
Well, at least that was one of the last questions.
But we'll continue to have. We already have another AMA scheduled for Tuesday at 2 p.m. next week. That one will be on X. So anybody who wants to join that, it's on. Just go to the Midnight Society X profile. We will be hosting it there like we always do. So if I missed another question, feel free to come by, swing it there. Hopefully, I've hit the major important ones. But yeah, I'm excited for this new era. I'm excited to see how much people are playing Snapshot 7. I think it's going to lead to a lot of good conversations. And, you know, we're a year and a half into development and it still feels like we're just getting started. There's so much more to do. But even with that fact, what we've been able to accomplish so far has been pretty incredible. Like, I'm very proud of the team. I'm very proud of this community. I'm very proud of how far we've come so quickly. And now we're just entering the super fun part, right? Where we start to visualize it. We start to make it look and feel how we expect it to look and feel, right? And we're getting out of that super early prototyping phase. Prototyping is not even a good word for it, but you know what I mean. Like that early phase of development, and now we're getting into like the really nitty gritty, super fun aspect of it. And I cannot wait for this next year. But thanks for coming by. I'll see you guys next week on X, and we'll go from there. All right, bye.
All right. That's pretty much it, I guess. If you guys are interested in this game, Midnight Society, if whoever's came in here not knowing what it is, like Beast, just check out Midnight Society, Deadrop, and then you can find all the info from there. It's a pretty fun game. Did they fix my ticket? Probably not. Let me check here. No, they didn't fix my name yet. God damn it. Alright. GG, fool. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. I think we have... Wait a minute. When's the last day? Operation blah 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 blah. The next event is on the 27th. What is this? Join Centuries and Deadrop connected. I have no idea what that is. I think that's just random stuff. Official events, here we go. When does it end? Get tickets. I already have tickets, right? Oh, that's for the in-person thing. Damn. They had one in Dallas, dude, and I didn't even realize that. When it was or whatever, it was in, yeah. It was on the... Could have gone to that shit. I just didn't even realize. I think I was too focused on other crap. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow if the snapshot ends. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.